Hi, this is Lisa Tremolata from dominatetheinternet.com.au. Today we've got Glenn Twiddle in a series of interviews. We have about 8 or 9 different questions that we've asked Glenn, ranging from what he thinks about print media versus online marketing to different Facebook strategies, social media strategies, platforms that you can use. So look out for the series of interviews. There's quite a few different segments, and there's also the full interview as well. So have a look, see what you think. Glenn is actually a master at marketing himself online. He really does put himself out there, and what I actually admire about him now is that he really doesn't care what people think. And that is actually a good thing in marketing. You can't be holding yourself back. And anyway, Glenn talks about that in the interview. So take some notes and really get out there and have a look at the rest of the interviews as well.
So where do you see print media going? In all the forums, there's always debates about print media. Where do you see it going?
Yeah, look, I suppose no one's got a crystal ball. In my opinion, wherever eyeballs are, whether that's on newspapers, whether that's on internet, whether that's on TV, radio, they're all just a media that have a certain amount of eyeballs on them. So if newspaper readerships are declining, then of course prices should come down. But so long as there's some eyeballs on that media, then I'm certainly not going to say to abandon it, even though many of my guys who I coach have abandoned it. So what I say is just it's the way we use that media. Now, if historically everyone's just shoved in their paper all of their listings, pages and pages and pages upon it, well, what if you grabbed a half page of one of those pages and pages and put a big ad that said warning, no, warning's probably a bad one, although, look, warning will often do well, but imagine, here's 2 examples of an ad you put, half page. Warning, do not list a property without reading this special report on the post-global financial crisis market and what that means to buyers in the X, your suburb area. Well, that might get some people to call it. Certainly a pretty photo of yourself, well, unless it's very pretty, but if it's a photo of me with a photo of my pretty face in there saying, would you like a free appraisal? Well, that's going to do next to nothing. So what I would suggest is if you're going to use the paper, try and find it, use it to generate a lead and find a way to do that. I've been saying for a while that the yellow pages used to be 2 books that thick. Now it's 1 page that thin. And so I've been saying get out of the yellow pages to any business, not just real estate. What we've found is one of my guys went and tested the yellow pages this year, and because everyone else has abandoned it, all his competition, he ran that style of ad and ended up getting half his business every week from the yellow pages.
I bet he would
it's
too.
not really the media or what the paper's doing, but it's more how you use it. And so long as there's eyeballs on any of these media, it's going to be okay. But no one measures their marketing. What I would suggest is you've got to measure to see which of the media are working for you.
Yeah, awesome.